Excellent.
I'm also going to mute myself anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Keep up the good work, Alex.
We'll pipe this into the YouTube. Oh, holy bananas. It just started. Typically when I do the YouTube streaming, I have to like click a button to confirm I want to be live. But in this particular case, it just was able to go live.
Reading your mind.
It has removed exactly one click from my user experience and has brought me great joy.
One click to joy.
All right.
Those clicks add up.
Well, I guess since folks are here and popping in, let's get started. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Code for Boston. My name is Matt, and I am on the leadership team here at Code for Boston, along with Alex and Harlan, and you might see Thad and Annie somewhere around, potentially Brian as well. So if you have questions, need help with anything, feel free to ask one of us, and we'll be more than happy to help out. The way this is going to work is we'll have some opening remarks, and then we'll have some project updates. And then new folks can stay here, and we will have a new member orientation for all the new folks, and everyone else can get to their awesome hacking in their various rooms. So with that, announcements, first and foremost, read our code of conduct at codeforboston.org/code of conduct. The gist of the code of conduct is this is a respectful space and respectful environment. And if for some reason you feel like folks are not living up to that, if you're being bothered by someone or something that's happening, talk to one of us on leadership. You can send us a Slack message, a Zoom message. You could email hello@codeforboston.org, and we will take care of that for you. Next, I want to encourage folks to connect with us on social media. So we have on codeforboston.org a bunch of links to things. Our Wednesday email newsletter with all the project updates and job postings. So if you're interested in jobs or different civic tech things that are happening, you can go there, along with I try and keep at least our tweets updated. And eventually I'll feel ambitious enough to come up with more original Facebook and LinkedIn content. So if you want to connect with us professionally, you can also connect with us professionally on LinkedIn as well as these other services. And if you're a project lead, you can send me content to post on these services. So then that way, I can share all your great work with the wider Code for Boston community. I encourage folks to RSVP at meetup.com/codeforboston. That is how a lot of you have found out about us through Meetup. And by RSVPing on meetup.com, we continue to get boosted in the Meetup algorithm. So it's a great way to just help us be more visible. When I remember and when I format it correctly, codeforboston.org/room/CFB will usually redirect to the correct Zoom room. If it doesn't, then just ping me on Slack and I will figure out why it's not redirecting you to the correct Zoom room and get that all fixed up. If for some reason you're in the Zoom but not in Slack yet, I want to encourage you to join our Slack community at slack.codeforboston.org. Slack is where a majority of the community activity happens during the day. And so that way you can learn about what's going on in individual projects, say hello to folks, and keep abreast of different developments within the different projects and organizations. We are a nonprofit. And so if you want to support our work, you can do that by going to codeforamerica.org/donate to a brigade and then picking Code for Boston. Our work is largely supported by small and medium-sized individual donors, so appreciate all that help. However, we also do have some sponsorship options. If folks want to sponsor a particular workshop or a month of meetups or something like that, you can talk to Harlan or I, and we can help you figure out how to make that happen, especially if you're a company that wants to, get word out there about job postings or something like that. We're more than happy to help you figure out how to make that happen. Events coming up. So Code for America has a virtual event, their Brigade Congress. Will, are you in here? Going once, going twice. All right, then I will be the one to tell you about Brigade Congress. So Brigade Congress is one of Code for America's 2 annual events, the other being Code for America Summit. Brigade Congress is focused on folks that do the kind of work that we do here in the brigades. So it's an opportunity to connect with folks that do brigade volunteering across the country. And I've always enjoyed the event, at least when I've gone in person. It tends to be a little more unconferencey, so lots of opportunities to propose your own topics of interest, share your experience in working on brigade projects, and also a chance to meet other folks that might be working on similar projects in different parts of the country and get ideas. So I want to encourage everyone here, especially if you're a regular, to register for the Virtual Brigade Congress. I think there'll be some good programming, and Will has even convinced me to move trivia to Brigade Congress. So we'll be doing Code for Boston, Code for America Jeopardy, and I will get to live my dream of being Alex Trebek or some facsimile thereof. So that's events. Next, project updates. We'll talk about what we did last week, what we're doing tonight, and what folks need. And let's start with My City.
Hey everyone. So last time we wrapped up a new feature of the Boston Info app where you can ask about your voting location. So with that in mind and a bunch of the fixes we've done over the last couple of weeks, I think we're going to do an update to the Boston Info app. So tonight we'll just be preparing for that, testing to make sure everything's working properly, and getting ready to release an update. That's it from us.
Awesome. Thanks, Jamie. Next is Safe Water.
Sorry, just having technical difficulties. Right now we are, we just met with our project leader. We're doing a lot of merges and bringing up our Postgres database and trying to get it live. So gonna have a fun week tonight.
Awesome. Love me a little Postgres administration. Next, how are folks at JobHopper doing?
So we are our second week into a 5-week sprint trying to build our minimum viable product. The project's very well organized. We have our sprint board all set up, and many issues that are all being worked on. So we will be needing, anybody who has Python, Django, React experience. We have onboarding documentation that you can follow.
Great, thanks, Ed. Next is Plogalong. All right, anyone from Plogalong? Going once, going twice. All right, Clean Slate, you're up.
Yeah, so the app team is working on promoting the Ceiling app, still getting some stuff together for social media push. Also working on some odds and ends for the app, and we still need to have some discussions about where we go next. And the data team continuing to work on answering the 3 questions for Citizens for Juvenile Justice. They've started drafting a preliminary report, so we're starting to see some results, which is really exciting. And we'll keep working on all that tonight.
Awesome. If you happen to be a social media influencer, talk to Jeremy. Last but not least, Windfall Awareness.
Hey, Matt, thanks for having me. The Windfall Project last week had some great success with, well, actually, we were just troubleshooting an issue with our little slider. But besides that, we are completing a big code review this week and getting something pushed to live. So the Social Security calculator is continuing well, and happy to have people that are interested in TypeScript and JavaScript and how you use other languages like C++ in JavaScript. So welcome tonight.
Great, thanks, Thad. So those are all the projects tonight. So if you're new, please stay here. We'll start orientation soon, and everyone else, happy hacking. All right.